Alright, what's up guys? Today I just wanted to talk about this bike in particular. This is my Kawasaki 650 RS, and I've had it over a little bit over 2 years now, and I've almost got 12,000 miles on it. Things that I don't like about this thing, and things that I do like. I mean, if you guys are looking into buying one of these, I think it's a fun bike. I really do. There is a couple things I don't care for, and the things that I don't care for are very minor. One of them is the gas tank size. If you take long trips with this, which I have taken longer trips, I've gone to Minnesota and I've been over to Seaside, Oregon on this, your fuel range is only 100 miles. So realistically, you're looking for fuel around 80 miles. You know, because you don't want to push it too much further than that. And then one of the other complaints that I have about this bike currently would be the fact of the gold rims. It has gold rims on it. I like the paint job and everything, but the gold rims, good luck keeping them clean. The minute that you get a little bit of oil on them, they're destroyed. So that's the only two big pet peeves of this thing. I will say that when I went to Seaside, Oregon, and when we went to Boring and we saw the Mystery Shack, on our way back from the Mystery Shack to go back into Portland, this bike did start running on one cylinder. And that was the only time I've ever had anything mechanically do some weird stuff. I mean, obviously it kind of freaked me out a little bit because it was running just fine, and then all of a sudden it started going to one cylinder, and then the one cylinder came back, and then it's never done it again, ever. I've never gotten it to reduplicate. The biggest plus sides I would say to this bike would be that it uses the Ninja 650 motor, and honestly, it's a boring engine. It's a 2-cylinder. It's nothing, crazy, but it's very fun to ride around on, and it actually almost turns like a sport bike. The only thing that really stops you from leaning way over, I would say, would be the foot pegs. The foot pegs touch before you're at a lean angle. So that's just something that you keep in mind on this one. Otherwise, it turns real good. It's pretty lightweight. It's not real it doesn't buzz or feel vibraty. At least in my opinion, it doesn't. I have heard others. Ooh, that's a lot of grass. I have heard other people that have done reviews on these that say that they're kind of buzzy up top. The stock tires that come on this bike are the Road Smart 2s by Dunlop, and they're a pretty good tire. I got a pretty good life out of them. I think I got around 9,000 miles out of that set. I went with a different tire, and it's because the tires that were stock on this were they were literally out of stock on the stock tires. And I went with a set of Kendas. I'll have to look up what I actually got, and I'll probably bring it up in a different video, but they seem to do pretty good. I actually really like these tires. They grip real well. They seem to be lasting pretty good. So, and I think I got about 4,000 miles on this set, I would say, and they're not flat spotting or doing anything weird. So I mean, they're a pretty good set in my opinion. I will say that the parts availability for these bikes is very limited. Kawasaki, I don't know what's going on with them or what they're doing, but it always seems like when I need something simple or need something that they should have, they never have it. For instance, I went for a set of spark plugs on this because I figured, it's time to do that, and I went in there, they don't have them. Oh, they can order them in though. but then I can go to the AutoZone right down the road and get them. So I don't really understand their mindset on that. Yeah, I'll say that, like, the Kawasaki customer service for parts is pretty not good, in my opinion. I think they need to work on their getting parts and dealing with the customer service for part-wise. Just because I've had the same issue with my Ninja 400. Like, they need to work on their parts and how to get them. And then the other thing is too, is that I would go through like Revzilla or Dennis Kurt, but when you go to get tires for the Ninja 400, they actually have the tire size marked wrong on it for the rear, because the rear is supposed to be a 150 by 60 by 17, and they have it on their website as a 150 by 70 by 6, or not 16, 17. But anyways, they don't have the tires, and it's kind of annoying. They, like, Revzilla never has tires for it. It's always sold out of stock. And I really hate how Revzilla's website's set up, because every time I go there, like I said, it's out of stock, but then it doesn't say before you click on the tire and click what size. So that's like my kind of complaint. So if you buy a newer bike, you're gonna, like, in my opinion, I've had a lot of struggles trying to get stuff for these. Like the RS, I had to get chain and sprocket for, I think it was the 650 is what I used. And the sprockets work the same and everything. It was annoying, you know. Yeah, that's kind of my only complaints with this bike, is actually both the bikes I have. I would say that the parts availability is not there. I can't get a shop manual for my Ninja 400. I've been trying to get a shop manual for that forever. Can't get one. I would say the fact that they're newer, there's just limited stuff out for them, and it's kind of, you know, it kind of gets old after a while. Otherwise, yeah, that's kind of my only complaints with these. And then, I don't know, I've just been like, I've been kind of bummed out about it, honestly, because my Ninja 400 needs a front tire, and it needs a chain and sprocket, and like, this thing, I think, needs a set of fork seals soon. And I understand these aren't meant to be toured on or whatever, but that's what I do with them. So I'm actually thinking about taking a weird trip. So I'm from Minnesota, and Casey's Pizza is the best pizza. And we don't have a Casey's out here. So I looked up like the closest Casey's, and it's all the way out in Kansas. And I was like, oh, I could make it there. And then I saw that it was snowing in Colorado, and I was like, eh. I thought about it for a solid couple minutes there. Anyways, that's kind of my 2 cents on them, is that, like, Kawasaki really needs to work on their parts availability. And that's like my only complaints with the dealerships. Every time I go there to buy a bike, I've never had a problem. I will say that it's fairly annoying when they just don't have the stuff. Like, they just don't. And I'm not saying like they should keep like everything on hand. I'm saying that they should have at least like spark plugs or oil filters. They didn't have an oil filter for this last time I went. That's what I'm kind of trying to say, is that they need to work on that. Ooh. Another ooh. Nothing like smacking your bike off the rev limiter to, I don't know, be stupid. This thing doesn't even have an exhaust on it, so it doesn't even sound that great. I don't know, I'll probably take a trip here probably pretty soon. I know I've been saying that in probably like every video, but I've been just trying to think of where I want to go, because I don't really know where to go, and it's not really like that warm out yet. Like, it is, but it isn't. And the last time I took a trip in May, I froze like half of it. I mean, it's not even May yet, at least when this video's been recorded, but yeah, no, I just don't know where to go, and I want to go see some stuff, but I just genuinely don't know where to really ride off to. And this thing is all ready to go on a trip. Like, it's got brand new chain, brand new tires. This thing definitely is ready to go on whatever adventure I decide to go on. I would say the Ninja 400 is definitely not up and ready to go, and I want to take that one, but I also want to take this one too. I don't know, we'll see. The trip videos will definitely be a lot longer because of editing, and I'm still trying to figure out like how I'm gonna videotape the entire trip, because as far as I'm concerned, I can only record with this thing for 45 minutes without changing a battery, and I'm trying to figure out how to charge it while I'm recording with it. So that way I don't have to worry about it, kind of thing. But as for right now, I'm just kind of cruising around, and I've actually never even taken this back road before. Well, I think this is where I'm going to cut it off, guys. If you could like, subscribe, comment, I'd be really appreciated. I got some trips coming up, so I'll see you guys next time.